And we're singing. We're singing. Time to talk. Beauty and the Bitch. Welcome back to another very special. What the fuck? Oh my god. This is why we can't have nice things. Podcast is canceled.
No, don't do it, Morgie.
Just kidding. It's not canceled. So welcome back to Beauty and the Bitch. You're here with Morgan.
And most importantly, Mick.
But more importantly, Morgan.
But Morgan's on drugs. Forgot what her priorities
and
are.
Mick is gay and sad. Listen, that was just a fact.
Both of those things are true. Why are you just giving facts?
It hurts when I laugh.
I know, baby. So this is a very special episode because this is our welcome to 2018. Welcome to another year of Beauty and the Bitch.
That's right. Not only did you guys make it, but we actually made it to 2018, which, shocking.
Yeah, you've been looking like you're on the verge of death since I met you.
I'm a regular Winston Churchill over here.
So, Morgie, tell me this. What are your New Year's resolutions?
Oh my God. So, I know that it's not good to pick, things that are, too ambitious because, you won't actually, achieve it. But I'm still going to go with my number one rollover goal, joining Scientology. I really think this is the year that I speak to Ragnarok in the skies. And if I just sign over my entire bank account
and your ovaries,
I can ascend the stairs of heaven, accompanied by the song Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. And if I give enough money and wait long enough, I'll get there.
I believe in you. And real life, my New Year's resolution right now is not to get sued by those Scientologists. They be coming for everybody.
They don't know. Maybe I really want to join.
No. I think it's a really good resolution. I've got a few resolutions. I've tried to be very reasonable.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
The most reasonable.
Number one resolution. I don't want toes anymore.
Oh,
so
then you don't need them.
Number two
they're
resolution.
They're like foot fingers.
They are like foot fingers, and I'm over it. Okay? No more toes. Number two, I want to get that special Japanese surgery where they put a metal pole into your shins to make you taller.
You know what? I've been saying.
Right?
I can't even do it. It's too dumb.
Number three, I want to make a suit out of carpet and wear it. Or maybe not even wear it, but I want to make it. Okay? Number four. Okay. I actually want to get vaginas where all of my fingers are.
Now,
so no toes and
that's a
vagina
real
fingers.
Fear of your very dear friend Sarah. She had vagina hands.
No, she had vagina feet, and aliens done crawled out of them.
Even worse, and you want them on your fingers?
I want vagina fingers.
But you don't really like your fingers anywhere near vaginas, so it's very confusing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's finger plus vagina. I'm just talking vaginas. 5 of them. 10 of them! I have 2 hands.
I'm on board, but skeptical. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. Now, I understand being skeptical because, I said I was going to be reasonable, but, I went out of control. Okay, so I'll tell you my last one. Okay. I would like to replace my eyeballs with car hubcaps.
To be honest, that would actually improve a lot of things. Because hubcaps are really big.
Exactly. It covered my entire face.
Thank God.
I'm doing this, so hopefully you will follow my lead. I'm really doing this for you. I'm a great friend.
Ooh.
Cover your face in metal hubcaps. It's a good look.
Do you think some racist person out there has a New Year's resolution to become Allison Williams from Get Out?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. There are some crazy ass people in this world and more than a few races. So I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, well, let us know what your New Year's resolutions are. I hope they're as reasonable as ours are because only you can achieve your dreams.
That's true. And can I tell you that that's not a good dream to have?
Girl?
Maybe I don't want toes or fingers and I just want vaginas and nothing else. You can tell me.
I really wish that was your life goal.
Vagina fingers.
But speaking of New Year's resolutions, I'm actually not a big fan of New Year's resolutions because I don't like to disappoint myself, but also because I don't like to set those kind of standards for some reason. It's really not it's not a thing that I super look forward to. But last year, we did set a New Year's resolution for ourselves. Mm-hmm. And I think we kind of fucking crushed it.
I think so, too. Our resolution was Mick is going to be more charming than Morgan. And I think we knocked it out of the park, don't you think, listeners?
That was a sub-list that was separate.
That was underneath.
That was not what we agreed.
Oh, you click on that and the list pops down.
Yeah. It's like we had a parent goal, and that was like a sub-goal. You know what I mean?
Stepchild.
Yeah. So, actually what our goal was to start this beautiful podcast, Beauty and the Bitch, and talk about things that we fucking love and share it with you guys and hopefully get a listener or two. And you know what? We actually did it.
Mm-hmm. We have 2 listeners.
Thank you,
Thank
Mom,
you so much.
Dad. Oh, literally none of our parents listen to this. Thank God. That would be hella awkward.
Yeah. I don't even tell my family about it. I mean, I would be fine if they listened, but girl, they're seeing a whole new side of me.
They don't even know.
My vagina finger side.
Well, they know what you want now. They understand you.
No, it was a resolution we set, and it seemed impossible. Maybe not impossible, but it's so difficult. Daunting. That's a good word. But you know what? We've achieved it. And I really appreciate the last year that we spent together, Morgie. I know I make fun of you all the time, but it's been a really fun time for me. And I love you so much. I'm so proud of what we created.
I am too. Yeah. And I like what you said, that we thought it was like literally almost impossible. But like, there's some bookish quote in there where it's like, only you can achieve your dreams if you apply yourself. But you know what is actually fucking true? Mm-hmm. Because once you get on the internet makes everything possible for you. And we just learned what we needed to learn. And we actually crafted a really nice blog post. You can visit our blog, bnbcast.wordpress.com. Check it out. We have a post about, it's easy-ish to podcast. And we kind of break down for you our path to get to where we're at, so that if you have a goal to start a podcast this year, that's a great place to start.
Yeah, girl, we'll link that shit in the show notes.
Hell
we'll do that for you. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So, Morgie, what are we about to hit these motherfuckers with? I don't think they're prepared myself.
In honor of a year in review and a new year and a new me.
Thank God.
I know. I'm changing it up with Scientology. We have decided to recap some of our favorite moments from the episodes that we have been living this last year. We have a clip episode.
It's like a montage, but it's just audio.
That's that noise that the kids make.
No, this is the noise that the kids make.
That's not even a human sound, but I love it. Anyway, so we have a beautiful assortment of clips for you today that'll hopefully make you smile and make you do that, and make you do that, and make you go back and listen to some of the episodes that maybe you missed that you didn't catch last year. And we hope to continue to have you as patrons, and we endeavor to do better.
Absolutely. So get your giggle pants on. Mm-hmm. Don't forget your diaper.
Don't do it.
Because there are some of these little clips that I have to tell you, you're going to shit yourself.
Yeah, if you eat a prune first, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Eat a couple prunes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a handful.
That's why I say get the diaper. I ain't judging you. I just want you to be prepared.
Yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, we fucking love you. You're the best. You have made this worth it. And we have so much more in store for you, and we have literally been planning like mad to bring this podcast to you every week of 2018 instead of every other week. So
I hope you really do love us, because we're going to be all up in your business this year.
All up in there. Mm-hmm. And thanks for everything.
Enjoy, BBs.
Bye.
John Wayne Gacy, the serial killer.
Yes.
My father. No, it's not true. It's not true. What? Nothing. John Wayne Gacy, the serial killer, was also known as the Killer Clown because he would dress up as Pogo the Clown and entertain at children's parties.
I think that's true.
It is true.
Just no.
But I brought him here today! Pogo!
Yeah.
He's the one that killed gay men, right? And poured Drano into their brains?
Yep, don't feel safe.
See, now he's the least serial killer I would invite in. He's not my jam.
He's not welcome.
You know who I would be friends with, though? Is that lady in Monster.
Girl!
I I think she would like me. I wouldn't be trying to hit her up for sex. I'd give her a burger.
That don't mean she would not murder your ass.
Nah, she wouldn't kill me.
Well, she also scary looking in general.
She is scary looking, but I'd be her friend.
Well,
I mean, if she wasn't dead.
And also
needs legit
someone.
Crazy. That's true. You got someone.
Aaron, he's throwing shade at you.
No!
Oh, he said you scary like monster. You're going to have to answer to this later when he hears it. He's editing this episode.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
Yep,
I love you.
You should be.
I think I was saying,
I love you, baby.
You look like Monster Morgan, but that's fine. Okay, number 3. John Leguizamo, who played the Violator, who's like a demonic supervillain who masquerades as an evil clown.
In like a movie?
In Spawn. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't know? Well, this will be hard for you. Had to play... He had to play the role bent in half, literally.
What the fuck?
To achieve the character's obese, grotesque figure. Is that true or false?
True?
That is true, and
now
it's so
I have to
sad.
see that.
Yes, you should check it out. It's horrifying. He's so gross. The Violator. Which is funny, because that's been my nickname for you since, like, 10th grade.
Look, now, that was consensual back then.
Quasi?
Well...
You roofied me every time.
I thought you liked it. I'm so sorry.
It wasn't the worst thing I've ever experienced.
Could be worse.
Yeah, I've had a conversation with you, so...
Aww.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Roofies aren't jokes, actually. That's horrible.
Yes.
Why, don't make that type of
This has been
more
brought to you by Roofies.
Girl, if they want to sponsor us, I'd take it.
We would take their money, but
I'd
not
take
their
anything.
drugs.
No. Well, maybe my own self. I'm not just roofing my damn self at home.
People do take hypnosis like recreational
Oh, they
drugs.
do, yeah.
I don't know about it, but...
I've never tried
I don't
it.
think so.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Anyway. Why are the Emmy ceremonies always in mid-September? You had mentioned that earlier.
Is it because they follow, like, when normal, like, broadcast TV, like, has launches and, like, end dates?
Exactly. They air on the Sunday before the official start of the fall TV season.
Nice.
Right? So that's really interesting.
It is.
That's cool.
I think I never thought about it before.
All right. Well, that's what I'm here for.
But I'm just a little lady. I just got a little lady brain.
I know. That's so sad for you.
Would you like a sandwich?
I actually would. I'm starving.
So hungry.
Are you hungry too?
Let's talk about this after.
Number 3. Who votes for Emmy winners?
The Academy.
Yes. So the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, ATAS.
It's made up completely of Cylons, right?
Yeah, obviously. just like every important voting body in North America.
That's how we
Cylons.
got the shitbag president.
Girl,
we got
no, the Cylons would not. Well, unless they're trying to destroy the world,
Which
they would not
are.
elect that damn fool, that meatbag. Wait, we can't move on. We've hardly talked about Barb at all.
This is a travesty.
Flip this table.
Wait. For real, though, I bet the people who, whatever, the Duffer Brothers or whoever, are, like, super regretting their decision to kill Barb because they did not expect her to be such a huge hit.
Bro, they're just going to bring her back. They're going to be like, anyways, TV show logic, she's alive.
Yeah. Maybe she can come back as a villain. Maybe she'll come back as, like, a possessed undead corpse thing.
I saw, so she was in some promos for season 2, like way back in the day, back when they were just announcing there was going to be a season 2. And so, like, there was some, like, theories going around on, is Barb coming back because she's there, or is it just obligation from her contract? Because I had thought maybe she'll come back as, like, half undead with a tentacle coming out of her mouth or something.
Girl, she's in Riverdale.
Yeah.
Who's she playing Riverdale? Just somebody.
A girl that gets, like, sexually harassed.
Yeah, she's just, like, random high school girl. She's a Barb, pretty much.
She's Barb again. Can I tell you? So you guys know.
She's
you
so
two know.
cute in real life.
She's
like
so
such
gorgeous.
fashion.
I think that's part of the
Shannon
reason
Purser.
she's so, like, lovable, though, is because even though they were so nerded out, she's got, like, such a pretty face. You're
Her
like, if you would
skin.
just let her hair down instead of curled up tight.
She just needs to get loose.
Yeah.
Get loose.
Wear some normal waisted pants.
I think she was rocking those.
You know what's funny? So I tried to watch this series twice, right? You guys know that.
Yeah.
So I started it when it first came out, and it didn't pull me in for whatever reason. I was like, whatever. I didn't touch it for months, and I came back to it for, obviously, this episode. What I realized when I went back and started rewatching it again, the episode where Barb dies, I stopped watching. I literally stopped watching when Barb died.
Funny.
I didn't do it consciously, but I think I really just loved her. And I watched at the beginning of like the 3rd or 4th episode is where you see her die. Like it pulls her into the pool or whatever. And that's where my Netflix started again.
Yeah.
I literally said, Barb's dead?
Mm-hmm. You know who Barb reminded me of, though, was the nerdy best friend from Freaks and Geeks.
Oh, yeah. Millie.
Yeah.
Oh, Millie. Yeah, she's a very similar character.
And also, this is just a stereotype, or what is it, archetype. The nerdy friend, I don't know if you watch from My So-Called Life. I don't know if you watch that show.
The gay one?
No, because not her friends that, like, her party friend she starts hanging out with all the time, but, like, her nerdy, weirdo best friend from before she starts hanging out with them that she stays friends with. Anyway, both shows, though, take place in the 80s, and I thought that was funny, that it was very 80s themed to have a nerdy best friend.
Oh, totally.
As you start having sex and drinking alcohol.
A friend who tries to hold you back, just wants you to be safe, and only gives the best advice.
Are you studying for your test tonight? It's 30% of your grade.
I love that scene where she accidentally stabbed herself.
What? Who stabbed themselves in Stranger Things?
So you know that? Do you guys remember?
Yes. Because I was like, come on, Barb, really?
The safety video from chemistry in high school. Mm-hmm. There's a broken test tube, and the person in the safety video is like, uh-oh, and just like stabs himself in the hand. That's totally what Barb does with that can. She's like, I don't really know how to do this.
Oh, you know when she's trying to shotgun the beer or whatever. Yeah. Okay. I forgot all about
Barb.
Well, that was... I feel like it's that character is such an archetype because we all know that girl who's like, fine, I'll shotgun a beer. Yeah, I know how to do it. Oh, I just stabbed myself. This is so typical. I didn't clean myself up, you know?
And Nancy's like, so I'm gonna just go fuck my boyfriend. You're good? You're good? Nancy's the worst friend.
Nancy's my least favorite character, actually.
Yeah, I have no opinion on her, actually. She's just
like pretty. Period. The end.
Yeah, and like a good person, like good sister.
Yeah, good person. Except, after she was a bad person and Barb had to die because of it.
That's true.
Then she turns it around.
Think back. I don't know about you, but think back to 16. No, we didn't really. There was no one who was such a Barb.
You mean like how that night you chose to go out drinking?
Yeah, and all my crazy ass friends were like, I really don't think you should do this. And I was like, I'm a block from my home. I'm a block from the house. But it's because you guys were sweet. But that's the thing is, like, at 16, when you've got that friend, like, yeah, maybe she's right, but you're like, girl, calm it down. We're 16.
Yeah, I don't think she was a bad friend. I think Barb was a super devoted Biffy, and she was just like, yeah, that's my friend Barb. Like she did not necessarily feel as strongly.
Yeah.
But what about when old Nancy done crawled in that tree?
Girl?
All by herself. Our old sexy stalker man, he's off in another part of the woods. Another great idea that they had together. Let's split up in the woods.
Yeah.
That was the only emotion she got from me this season. I screamed at her because I thought she was going to die. And when she escaped and came out that old, uterus looking womb, I was like, girl, you deserve to be dead.
Yeah, I thought she 100% was going to die.
Count your stars. They're all lucky. Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Kill her. Give me Barb back.
Aw. Maybe we could make a trade next season.
Yeah.
We'll barter with the Demogorgon.
Pray.
Could Barb come back just like as Nancy with no explanation?
I hope so.
Okay, do you have any... Okay, so I've got a little secret history of the term Blade Runner.
Okay, can you do it in Dan Carlin's voice?
I don't know who that is. Does he talk like this?
Kind of.
Perfect.
Yeah, just roll with it.
I can do an English
accent. Nope. First one.
Was this then we do an English accent, Tom Governor?
You're so posh!
This is bullshit.
Madam Morgan's got her knickers in the bunch.
And I live in England.
Sounds like Hermione Granger's taking a shit, I reckon.
It's Leviosa.
Okay, so Blade Runner.
Okay.
Actually the title of a science fiction novel that came out in 1974.
Ooh.
Completely disconnected to this whole, ephemera.
And Philip K. Dick?
And completely disconnected.
Okay.
The man who wrote it, his name is Alan E. Norse. Have you heard of him?
No. Yeah, I mean, yes. No.
Oh, no, me neither.
Sounds like vaguely familiar.
Okay, frontin'. And his book is about an apocalyptic future. But in his book, a Blade Runner is a person who provides black market medical services.
Okay.
Because it's like I think what it is like the government runs medicine and I don't know, something. It's socialist medicine.
Oh boy, our times have not changed.
The government has no business in healthcare.
Oh, you stand up on the wall and wave your flag.
Just kidding. I love healthcare and I would like some.
Me too, Queen. I'm currently without. But that's another story.
It's pretty sweet.
So,
sometimes I'll just stab myself in the dick. Like, I'm getting this taken care of.
I do that to people too.
But it's good if you build up the scar tissue there, you might be able actually to have an erection again.
Well, yeah, I don't know. There's other stuff going on there.
Oh. So this Blade Runner would be smuggling like scalpels and blades in order to give people whatever. So that's where the term came from. And then in 1979, William S. Burroughs.
Yeah.
You know.
He wrote a film treatment of that novel that was never filmed, and he named it Blade Runner.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And then, in 1980, 1 year later, Hampton Fancher, who was the original writer on the original Blade Runner movie, he cribbed the term as a title to replace earlier titles such as, these are horrible, Android, bad title, even worse, Dangerous Days.
Oh, like DAYS?
And oddly...
No.
Yeah, I know, it's so bad.
And oddly, Weekend at Bernie's too.
No, that one tracks. Yeah, I'm there for that.
Yeah, it could work.
So then after they filmed the movie, or while they were filming it, Ridley Scott bought the rights to all of those various pieces so they could use the term. But Blade Runner's not in Do Androids Dream of Electric Sleep. That's not a term at all.
I truly don't want to be Cho Chang, but like...
That was the most sincere thing you've said to me all day. You looked deep into my soul and communicated that.
It's just like, if you're gonna cast me as Cho Chang, like, whatever, at least I'm in it, but like, no, please.
Yeah.
Like, is there, like, Luna's not available?
Right.
Or
You
like,
would be a good Luna.
Neville? I mean, give me something else. You would be Colin Creevy.
You would be Scarlett Johansson Ghost in the Shell, essentially is what
You
I know.
are whitewashing the Cho Chang rule.
I'm
That is
sorry.
what you're doing.
I didn't mean to. It was really just meant to be an insult.
But then there's just
It's
like
really
there's like scotch tape holding my eyes and like really bad eyeliner.
Oh, it's so horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad.
They're gonna cut you out of the movie. Okay, number 4. When and how many voting rounds does the Emmy process involve?
When? Like what time of the year?
How many rounds are there and when are they?
It starts in the spring and there's 6 rounds.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so really good guess. No. So they vote on first round voting is for nominees in June, and second round of voting is for winners in August.
Oh,
it's only 2 rounds.
Oh shit, they do that. They cut that close.
Because they don't want people to spoil it. I bet.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okie dokie, you're doing horrible so far.
Okay. Well, I have culled for you one of my favorite games. Which one?
Which one?
Which one?
Which one?
Which one?
Which one?
Exactly. You tell me. Okay.
Okay.
So, hey, it's time.
Okay, girl. Hey.
Sometimes I casually talk like that. That's totally cash. You're such a bitch right now.
I'm ready to play which one. I'm sorry.
Hey. It's time to adopt a pet for school.
Ooh.
A toad or a rat? Which one?
Per our earlier conversation, I'm going to go with a rat because I think it's more useful.
For sure.
But I'm not really psyched about my life right now.
It's time to sign up for classes. Do you take a time turner like a crazy person and take max classes, or just be 13 and take a normal amount of classes with time to still smoke weed behind the bushes? Which one?
You know, this is interesting because I talked all that shade about giving Hermione the time turner. Me, as a 13-year-old as I would have wanted that time turner because I was very similar to Hermione in that way. But today, if I had the option, like if I went back to grad school, I would choose the second option because I think I've grown as a person.
Oh, yeah.
I've realized that quality is more important than quantity.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you know, I mentioned previously that one of my problems is like, why is Hermione still sort of a B character? And you know what it is? It's because her commitment to her education.
I think that's absolutely true.
It totally is.
I mean, she's essentially like, if the other ones are working like 15-hour-a-week jobs, let's say, she's like working... She has a career. Yeah. She's like a 55-hour-a-week kind of business lady.
Yeah, easily.
You know?
Yeah. All her spare time in the library.
Exactly.
You are becoming a seer. What is your preferred method of divination? A crystal ball or tea leaves?
Ooh. If I could do a bunch of acid, the crystal ball, but I think more normally the tea leaves.
Don't you think that seems like kind of a chill way to live your life, like reading tea leaves for a living or something?
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
Also, we failed to mention in our discussion, and I would just like to bring up again, that Professor Trelawney had her second ever real prophecy during this book, in which she predicted the Dark Lord's servant returning to him and bringing him back to full power, which is a huge moment for us.
Kind of scary.
Us as knowing Trelawney is a fraud, because then we find out later that she did the first prophecy centered around her. It was also really scary. But isn't that interesting that she lives her life pretending to be a seer when in reality she is a seer and just can't accept that she doesn't have the inner eye available to her at all times?
It's really fascinating that her whole career is built on that first prophecy. Really, you know what I mean? Like,
and Dumbledore almost employs her to keep her close. Mm-hmm. Just in cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think she has a sad life. I think she's so too.
Sad. Like in the first two books, she was never even at the table. They never talked about her. She was like a brand new person.
Was being a recluse up in the attic drinking cooking sherry. Been there.
Okay. 2 teaching positions have opened up at Hogwarts. Which one do you apply for? Muggle studies or arithmancy?
Muggle studies, definitely. When you say arithmancy, I see numbers that move because they're magic, and I'm even more horrified.
That's fair. Yeah. I should have said like Muggle studies or like ancient ruins.
Ooh.
Which one?
Ancient runes.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I like ancient stuff.
Yeah. Your best friends.
Which is why I'm friends with you.
Aww.
You're old. Sorry, go ahead.
Aww, but you said we're best friends.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to say you're ancient.
You love me. No. Okay. Your best friends are going to Hogsmeade. You can't go. Womp, womp, womp. Do you chill or risk your life and walk through a long and mysterious dark tunnel that you have no certainty where it leads to for over an hour? Which one?
Well, if I'm 13, I might do the stupid thing.
Really?
These days, yeah, I did a lot
by yourself.
I'm not saying I would for sure. I'm just saying,
but probably
as a 13-year-old, it's something I would have considered because I really wanted to go to blank, and I would do whatever I had to do to get there. Mm-hmm. These days, hell no, girl. I would go up and take a nap naked because everybody's in Hogsmeade. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I would get the best seat by the couch, and I'd have me a good old time.
You know, I do wonder about their privacy and their rooms with their 4-poster beds. They do talk about they have, like, curtains that they can draw. But, like, are they magic curtains? Can they be, like, silent? Like, because, girl, that's where they gotta masturbate, and that's where, like... That's just where they need their privacy. So, like, hopefully they're magic curtains. Like, wouldn't you think, to give them extra privacy?
I could see that. Like, you close them and then you can't see or hear anything that's inside. I bet so.
Yeah. Hopefully.
But yeah, I mean, she doesn't, of course, that's not, we were talking about that earlier, there's no sex, really. So, they don't talk about that. But I'll tell you that I don't care how much magic and house elfing you got going on, 5 teenage boys living in a dormitory room together, that room is littered with semen-crusted socks.
Easily.
Mm-hmm. And it just smells
and those
like
poor
BO
house
and
elves have to wash all those semen socks.
Girl, spew indeed. Spew indeed. Yes.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a secret history of spew. Okay, your friend's cat keeps trying to kill your rat. Do you work it out with them, or do you be totally furious and shut them out and not solve the problem? Which one?
Ron is so dumb. He makes the wrong step at like every chance.
That's kind of his thing.
It is kind of what he does. I mean, I would work it out with him. For sure.
Yeah, we can always fix it.
Yeah, because we don't need to manufacture drama in our own lives like JK does for the books.
Girl, and you know what? They don't either. They got problems. They got Buckbeak getting executed.
Truth to that,
They got godfathers who kill their parents. Mm-hmm. Ain't no need. Mm-mm. Okay. You get to go on a wine tasting tour of France. Who do you take? Remus Lupin or Sirius Black?
Does Sirius Black have his jacked up prison teeth? Or is he looking like a real person? Because I can't be taking all.
In between.
Oh, somewhere in between? I'll take Lupin then.
Really? You can take a werewolf to wine country.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Well, can't we just go when there's not a full moon?
Do you want to take a stinky, cynical human or a werewolf?
A werewolf? Yeah. I mean, I really like Sirius, but I don't fancy the idea of traveling with him.
Also, don't you think Remus would be so pleasant in wine country?
I think, and he'd be really knowledgeable. Yeah. He would make me look really fancy.
I kind of want to go on like every vacation with him.
Yeah, no, you'd love him. Bali.
Bali. Okay, it's time to hit the beach again. What party people are you going to invite? Sybil Trelawney?
You tickled yourself. She's
not a party people. Though she is drunk a whole lot.
Okay. A party person.
Okay. Sybil Trelawney or Rubius Hagrid. Both lushes in their own right. To the beach. So many factors.
You know where I'm going with this? Yeah, I don't know if this is something you would have thought of, but I think that Rubius Hagrid's a fine-looking man. I'm not especially looking forward to seeing him in a bathing suit.
His Moleskine trunks he could wear. Or hopefully his Brazilian bikini.
Oh my god. Yeah, I won't be able to tell where his Moleskine trunks start and the fur on his back ends. Yeah, like I don't know if I'm into that life. And I think Sybil Trelawney would probably wear a really fierce one piece with weird cutouts.
Oh, and she would definitely have a hat.
Yep, and I just feel like she's more at a beach. I would be into her because we get drunk together, we complain about the sand, we'd go into like our mid-shin, and you know, a little further. Yeah, maybe a little further if we get drunk. But yeah, I think Sybil.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's all the I will tell you network television. If
Give it to them.
Do not put it on Netflix. I will not be watching it.
Won't be seeing it.
I'll have cable. I'll have time. And I'll have
eyeballs.
Some other thing that would have been witty, and I'm mad.
Little known fact, both of Morgan's eyes are made of glass. She's actually
But one of them's just like an 8-ball, and the other one's an American flag.
You know, I never noticed until you brought it up. I never noticed. It's not a noticeable thing.
Hella cool if that's what my eyes looked like. If I go blind, can you arrange for that to happen, please?
Yes, I can definitely do that for you. Yeah. Speaking of relationships, how do we know each other?
How indeed, besides that we met on Grindr.
That was the best night of my life.
Okay, real talk. I don't even know, is Grindr like an app that you download, because I've been married for 5 years and also I'm straight, right? Is that a gay thing?
It is a gay thing.
Yeah,
it is a gay thing. Yeah.
Is that insensitive to call it a gay thing?
No, I mean, it's pretty definitively a gay thing. I mean, I don't know. It's like, it's definitely for gay hookup, nasty sex. So I think that's legit. Yeah. I can't believe, so you never download Grindr just to see who's like a dick pig in your area? You've never?
No. What is that? So do you put pictures on, or is it like is it one of those like swipe like right or left situations?
It's not like Tinder. Well, it's like similar to Tinder, but it's like trashier. So, so essentially Grindr is, I guess the main features are you have a picture and a very short bio, which may or may not include the size of your dick. That's indicative of
really?
Yeah. And
there's like a field you can fill it, like how many inches is your dick?
I'm pretty sure there is a question that you can answer if you so wish that is dick size. Yeah. So it's like literally... Now, some people say they use Grindr for friendships, or you might see someone on Grindr who's like, I'm looking for a relationship.
Who goes to it? What? For friendships?
No one does. Those people are lying, in fact. Those are liars.
Absurd.
Everyone who is on Grindr is there for sex. And I deny anyone who says they're for anything different on Grindr. But the thing about Grindr that's kind of special is that it shows you how far away the other horny gay men are. So, like, sometimes...
It's like when you're calling an Uber and it's like, your Uber driver's 5 minutes away. It does that, but for, like...
Yeah.
Horny gay people?
Exactly. It tells you how many feet. I guess also we should say transgender people.
Would that creep you out if you were, like, in your bedroom and you just, like, pulled it up on could it be like, and the closest horny gay man is right outside your window?
Did I not tell you that happened to me legitimately 100%?
Oh, here at your house? Because we're recording at Mickey's house.
Yes, we're in my bedroom. It's very fashionable.
Mickey's made it back into the closet just as he was back in the day.
Which is how we met, actually.
Yes, which we're going to get back to. But I have more Grindr things to learn.
So, I was literally laying in my bed. I was on Grindr. I just moved into this apartment. And it said that there was a man 6 feet away from me.
No, that's so creepy.
Yeah, either my neighbor above me, or I think the neighbor right next door. Oh, we were a wall away.
Perhaps he has his bed against the same wall you guys do.
Exactly.
It's going to be like, there was like the Sandra Bullock movie where like they were like lovers living in a cabin. It was Keanu Reeves, but they were on like different time spectrums. And I think they like left notes to each other. Spoiler alert, I never saw this movie. This is just what I assume it is, but this is what's going to happen for you and your neighbor.
I think so. So wait, I can either be Keanu Reeves or who else?
Sandra Bullock.
I'd be Sandra Bullock,
obviously.
Definitely. Yeah.
A marry, fuck, kill.
Oh, I love it.
Gilderoy Lockhart, Professor Quirrell, or Professor Snape?
Ooh.
2 people who have held Defense Against the Dark Arts position, and 1 person who wants it.
At this point in time.
Yes.
You know what? Well, I'm gonna kill Professor Quirrell. Though I think technically of the 3 in the movies at least, he's the most attractive. Without the head coming out of his head.
You know? God, I can't even bring his face up in my mind.
Got, like, fine features and like high cheekbones and like very clear.
Was it Tilda Swinton?
Yes, it was. It was Tilda Swinton. I'm going to kill him, though, because he's got Voldemort's face growing out of the back of his head.
Okay, he's dead. That's turn off for sure.
I can imagine being in bed with him, and he's like, I'll be Little Spoon. I'm like, no, girl. You're Big Spoon always.
But, like, also with, like, 3 pillows in between. It's like, close enough.
Okay, so he's dead. I would marry Snape because... I'm assuming he would love me the way he loves Lily, so, I mean, he's an obvious. And I would fuck Gilderoy, even though I don't find him attractive in the movies. The way he's described in the books, he does sound sexy.
Yeah.
I imagine more like Brad Pitt, and they went more like...
Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, I was like, girl, he's not even cute, but whatever.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, same exact casting for sure.
We had to take a short break because Morgan shat herself. So sad. Do you know who plays her?
I do not. And I'm normally so interested in the voice acting.
I'm so glad you didn't check this out research this because I got so excited to tell you.
Who is it?
I was certain that you were going to know.
It's Miley Cyrus. Cher. Madonna.
Her name is...
Morgan.
DeVay Chase. Do you recognize that name?
DeVay Chase? Mm-mm.
Samara from The Ring.
What the fuck?
Girl.
That is fucked up.
Girl.
That is
girl. I can't. I'm shocked. I'm horrified.
How does that little girl even live with herself? She can't have televisions.
Well, no
TV household.
Well, you're not allowed to have televisions at the bottom of a well.
That's actually where she lives.
But do you want to know what I'm sad about? Because I am a little bit sad this week too. I'm not, to be honest, it's less of like, oh, I'm heartbroken and more I'm irritated because I'm going to a state that has legalized recreational marijuana, as are you, in about a week.
And I was thinking about what a boon that would be for Arkansas if Arkansas would just legalize pot. Because it is such a poor state, right? Education in Arkansas is...
Could use a boost.
Let's put it that way. Yes. And I feel like if we would just legalize this thing that not everyone does, but everyone knows someone who does it, right? All of that money could flow back in. Do you happen to remember, I know this is like pop quiz time, but do you remember how many millions or billions of dollars went into the Colorado public school system?
No, but I think it was legit like billions.
Like 11 billion or something?
And there's a lot of good
insane
videos circling around of like, Colorado's so rich, they don't know what to do with all their money, so they're like investing it in schools and children and all this great stuff. And it's really been amazing for them. And I feel like Arkansas has had a couple times on the bill things about marijuana, so they're like teetering on it. And you know what else is really cool? I saw this thing about Colorado. I think it was $11 billion, and it was like, that's $11 billion that didn't go to the drug cartels.
Yep.
So like the good things on top of what you could do with the extra revenue, just cleaning the streets up.
Yeah.
Because girl, I would not go out of my way to find a drug dealer and go through a friend of a friend of a friend to buy weed if all I had to do was go to the Quickie Picky and get myself
in a
joint.
White baggie.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
And they'll put it in a little doob tube for me, and I'll just take it home. Oh, my goodness.
They'll be so nice at the counter.
And to be honest, I'm so sick of making the argument for narrow-minded people who think that weed is a drug. Of like, how many alcoholics do you know? How many people get drunk and drive and kill? Maybe even someone you've known. You know, definitely people you hear about on television. How many high people do you know get in a car and drive so crazy because they're high? Girl, they're sitting on their couch, Netflix and chilling.
Right? They do not want to move. That's the whole point.
They're supporting the fast food industry.
I was gonna say Domino's. Domino's should be lobbying to get pot.
Oh, for sure. That's actually
legalized
a really good point.
Because, girl, anytime I'm ordering Domino's, girl.
It's like all you can manage.
They got that 2 for $5.99 each deal. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, girl.
Gosh,
medium
so
one toppings.
Hey.
Also, Amazon Prime should lobby because when you mindlessly shop, sometimes you accidentally hit like purchase and then you don't feel regret because you're just so high. It doesn't matter.
I have a hammered copper bracelet I bought 2 weeks ago. That was... very much. It's actually beautiful. I'll show it to you after we finish recording. But it was very much that kind of purchase where I was like, this is pretty. I want this thing. And then 2 days later, it arrived. If you haven't seen The Ring, it is a comforting, friendly film, and it
gives you the warm and fuzzies.
It does. It's about a young lady overcoming difficulties and really kind of
you know what?
Leaning in.
You should draw yourself a nice hot bath. Bring a table in.
And bring in your TV.
Yeah.
Right? You need your full TV. Not just
for
your
sure.
laptop.
Yeah, you need the whole TV. Just like plug her in, set up your little DVD.
Now, if you have any extra ladders around your house, bring those into the bathroom as well.
And like, if you've got a nice white dress that needs to be aired out for wrinkles, hang it up.
Yeah, 2 birds.
Turn all the lights off.
You have to, yes. That's for the family friendliness to really saturate your heart. The lights need to be off. You know, for the wholesome jokes to land.
And don't feel safe.
Yeah, never feel safe. Okay, so anyway. It is in the movies. So the Ent Moot begins, which is essentially this, like, collection of Ents talking about shit.
Yes.
Right?
Talking very slowly.
Very slowly. Explain the Ents to people who don't know them, Morgie.
Okay, so the Ents are tree herders. They're like the tree gods. Like they are like sentient being trees, and they used to have a lot going on, but over time have become docile and quiet and asleep essentially, and so they don't really do anything anymore. They just don't do anything.
Well, since the Ent wives left them, it's like, why?
Right. Yeah. So
their wives all ran away.
They have been asleep. Treebeard is awakened, and they have business to deal with Isengard because Isengard has cut down a lot of forest. In the movies, it's they do it differently than they do in the books because it's almost like Pippin and Merry have to like kind of like nudge them to go to war.
Oh yeah, but I would say definitely like play them a little bit.
But in the books, they're doing it of their own volition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the movies, they say no at first.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, we'll just weather it, whatever. And then Merry and Pippin take them to... They're like, can you please take us out this way, Treebeard?
What's there?
Yeah, what's this ways? And of course, it's where the orcs around Isengard have cut down, like, huge swaths of the forest.
Yeah.
And that's when fucking Treebeard says, Farouk! You know, like him? Farouk! And all the ends are like, okay, go ahead.
And they all saunter and they're like, yeah, let's get it.
We need motherfuckers. Yeah, it's awesome.
I fucking love the ends.
Oh my god, I do too. The last march of the ends is like
beautiful.
So fucking epic. Yes, but wouldn't you be mad if someone dropped a house on your sister?
No, like I hear you from the
I would be looking for a scapegoat.
But it was an accident.
It was an accident, yes. And I wish, but they don't ever know. I mean, Dorothy says it's an accident, but then Glinda's like, you get out of here, you have no power. And I have to tell you, I would be like, fuck you, bitch, my sister is dead. Someone's telling me what happened right here. And furthermore...
Like, can we just have a conversation about it?
Then they stole those shiny shoes off her damn body. Those are my shiny shoes.
I hear you on the shoes.
Girl, I'm getting heated. I'm like flushing.
No.
They
if
stole
my
that
sister
shit.
died, if my sister was crushed by a house, and she was wearing some beautiful ass shoes.
She left you one thing.
And they was my size? Hell no.
Girl.
Them's are my shoes.
I ain't got nothing left of my sister. Her legs done withered away up under the house.
I might have set a bitch's friend on fire too to get my shoes back.
I know, right? She was in a chasm of grief and loss and outsiderness.
And so lonely.
She was isolated.
Yeah.
John Wayne Gacy! Ah!
He is your father though, right? Happy New Year!
Yay! You did it!
You did
Morgan
it.
didn't think you could.
To be honest, some of you maybe didn't. But like the majority of you totally made it. And that's really all that counts, statistically speaking. You know what I mean?
As long as you download the episode, baby, and maybe rate us on iTunes, I ain't mad at you.
Hey! But tell us, did the clips, did they make you laugh? Did they make you cry? Mm-hmm. Did they make you turn it off? Because honestly, that's the only way we're going to improve our content. Tell us what we did wrong. Be more specific with your feedback.
Yeah, let us know which episode of 2017 was your favorite.
Yeah.
Let us know which guest of 2017 was your favorite.
Was it who kept almost coming on the podcast but couldn't make it? Some famous person. You know,
Brad Pitt.
He'll make it in 2018.
No, J.K. Rowling.
Oh, yeah.
She really tried,
she
but
was busy.
we're just, and we're busy. I mean, more importantly, it's
our
like,
schedules did not align. Yeah, so she'll definitely be here this year. That's a promise.
Make your 2018 resolution a resolution to give more feedback to the podcast you love.
Yeah,
because we
if
love
not
to hear
us,
from you.
others. Yeah.
No, just us.
Okay, just us.
I said podcast you love, not podcast you like.
Oh, I get it. I'm stupid. But well loved and also attractive. And that's all that matters in life. Keep that in your hearts forever, babies.
We appreciate you listening, BBs, and we'll be right back with you next week for another episode.
Catch you hoes then.
Bye.
Goodbye. You're done.
Do you have a home? Beauty in the Bitch.
You look.
Bitch. Beauty in the Bitch.
Beauty in the Bitch.